4:10. Within moments they had stepped out onto the road. Jonathan realized that it was the same ground where the fighting had occurred. It was completely deserted now. The only evidence of what had happened there was bits of cartridge paper caught in the grass by the edge of the road. Then Jonathan noticed a dark stain in the middle of the road. He wondered if it might be blood. Was it where his father's friend had fallen? The Frenchman? The Hessian? Where had the bodies gone? Who had taken them? He felt abandoned, totally alone. With a shock, he realized that he had expected to see the other Hessians, but they too were gone. Where? The three Hessians were standing together, deep in conversation, the younger one still holding the rope. Jonathan tried to rekindle his hatred, but all he could muster was the desire to stand close to them, to be taken care of. He didn't want to be left out, but they were paying no attention to him. Instead, they were looking up and down the road, the tall one pointing in various directions. Thunder rumbled and rain began falling on Jonathan's face. With a jerk, the older soldier grabbed the rope away from the younger one and marched Jonathan along the road with him. They moved in the direction the Hessians had originally come from, toward Pennington. As they went, they tried to keep under branches, away from the rain. A stroke of lightning flashed, followed by heavy thunder. Rain poured down in gray sheets. They moved closer to the trees, but still didn't escape getting drenched. The soldiers wrapped pieces of cloth around their flintlocks, but didn't bother with Jonathan's gun. It was the young soldier who discovered the great pine tree, its lowest branches 4 feet off the ground. Beneath was an open space blanketed with a mass of brown pine needles. The soldier took off his cap and crawled in, pulling his gun after him. The other 2 soldiers, roughly pushing Jonathan ahead, followed. The 4 of them, not speaking, sat and waited, listening. The rain fell steadily, broken occasionally by thunder and lightning. The old soldier took out a pipe, but having no light, merely sucked on the stem. The sound of the beating rain filled Jonathan with sorrow. The wash of water seemed to obliterate him. Though he tried not to, he began to think of what the Hessians might yet do to him. He wished he knew.